Fair warning, before I start, I think I'm gonna get a little intense on this video because this is something that I feel really strongly, really passionately about. Animal agriculture represents 18% of our greenhouse gas emissions. And that is more than all other forms of transportation combined. So this is something that has a huge impact on our planet. You can create a huge difference just in choosing what you eat. How awesome is that? Hey guys, this is Heather. Wow, thank you so much to everybody who left a comment, sent me an email, or just touched base in some way to let me know that you enjoyed last week's video about how to save the planet by reducing waste and disposables. I was super pumped to hear all of your ideas and ways that you reduce your waste. Lots of really good ones, like using old towels, ripping them up and making them into paper towels, making your own shampoo or soap, making your own nut milks, which I definitely do, but I didn't even think to mention. You can find some recipes on my channel for various types of nut milk. So I was super excited to hear how energized you guys were about that, because this is the stuff that really truly underpins everything that I do in my life, in my work. Everything that I share with you is related back to trying to minimize our impact on the planet. Right now, Earth Day seems a little depressing, to be honest. When we look at governments around the world, the US, Canada, lots of other governments around the world, there's not enough progress being made on climate change to have the kind of impact we need to make in order to avoid catastrophe, essentially. So I take comfort in being able to do things in my life that have an impact. And I take even more comfort in being able to share them with you so that I can reach beyond the impact of me as one person, and together, collectively, we can have a bigger impact. So I see a lot of lists going around about how to save the planet. My list today is entirely going vegan. Cows produce 150 billion gallons of methane per day. And methane is the greenhouse gas that is, I think it's 25 times more powerful than CO2. 1 pound of beef requires 2,500 gallons of water to produce it. Love this quote, that we are gambling with the future of our planet for the sake of hamburgers. And when you can make super delicious, nourishing veggie burgers, it seems like a no-brainer to me. There are 9 billion chickens out there. There's 7 billion people on the planet, right? 9 billion chickens! And each one of those chickens produces 1/4 to 1 pound of waste per day. 90 to 100 million tons of fish taken from the ocean each year. And for every pound of fish, there's up to 5 pounds of bycatch. So that's stuff that is caught with the fish that's either tossed or used in other ways, but it's not what they intended to catch. That bycatch includes 650,000 whales, dolphins, and seals each year, and 40 to 50 million sharks taken from the ocean for no reason. This means we could see fishless oceans by 2048, which sounds like a long time away, but I will be 66 years old. That's not that old. If you want some more info or motivation on this, check out the documentary Mission Blue with Sylvia Earle. She is an amazing biologist who has been crusading for the oceans for decades. Give it a watch. Those 9 billion chickens, some of them, that are laying eggs, they are producing that 1/4 to 1 pound of waste every year. Plus, they need 477 gallons of water to produce just 1 pound of eggs. 1 pound of cheese requires 900 gallons of water. 1 gallon of milk requires 1,000 gallons of water. The amount of land required to feed one person for 1 year, for a vegan, 1/6 of an acre For a vegetarian, you need 3 times that much, and for a meat eater, you need 18 times that much. As for how much we consume, humans consume 5.2 billion gallons of water and 21 billion pounds of food per day, collectively. Cows consume 45 billion gallons of water and 135 billion pounds of food each day. We actually grow enough food to feed 10 billion people, and yet there are still children who are starving. 82% of those children live in countries where food is fed to animals, and the animals are then eaten by Western countries. A vegan will create 50% less CO2, use 1/11 of the oil, 1/13 of the water, and 1/18 of the land of a meat eater. And 1 day of vegan saves 1,100 gallons of water, 45 pounds of grain, and 30 square feet of forested land, and 20 pounds of CO2 equivalent. So when people ask me, why are you vegan? I'm often a little perplexed. Before I answer, here's what's going on in my head. All right, being vegan, I can help save the planet. I can be perfectly healthy and maybe even reduce my risk of certain diseases. So my real question is, why would I not be vegan? And if you need some help or some support in making that change, that is exactly why I'm here. That is my whole purpose in life, is to show you how to make this change that can benefit the planet, that can benefit animals, that can benefit other people, that can benefit you in terms of health, how to make that change easier and more fun. So I can show you how to make delicious meals. I can show you how to get balanced nutrition. I've got meal plans for the super planners who want to know exactly what to eat through the week. I've got a recipe club for people who want to experiment with new dishes, find tasty alternatives, create their own meal plans. I've got nutrition workshops and one-on-one coaching and consultations, so I can help you figure out your specific strategy for whatever you need support with. I've also got some free programs, so you can sign up for my 7-day series that shows you how to crowd out. And that works not only for crowding out unhealthy stuff, but also if you want to work to crowd out animal foods. Because for me, this was a no-brainer decision. I did it overnight, just in a snap. I know not everybody can do that, so I am a big proponent of taking things in baby steps and working our way to where we want to go. So if you are ready and want some support, I'm going to post a bunch of links down below this video to more of the stats that I mentioned, and I'm going to post some links to some of my programs and services that can help you if you need support in making this change. So this Earth Day, if nothing else, eat less animal products, eat more plants, and each and every one of us can make a huge impact on the planet. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a thumbs up if you like this video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel for new videos every week. So if you are a subscriber, we'll talk soon. Bye.